As you age, your body changes in ways you may not even realize. And believe it or not, one of the most common daily habits, your bath or shower, could be silently stripping away your skin's protection, draining your energy, and even putting you at risk of serious health issues. Now, you might think that bathing every day is essential for staying clean and healthy, but for seniors over 70, it may be the exact opposite. In this video, we're going to reveal 7 shocking facts about how often seniors should bathe. And trust me, it's not what you've been told all along. You'll learn how frequent bathing can actually damage your skin, increase your risk of dangerous falls, and even lead to serious infections. But don't worry, we're not just highlighting the problems. We're also giving you expert-approved solutions that can improve your skin health, boost your energy, and significantly reduce your risk of falling. So, if you want to protect your skin, preserve your independence, and feel your best as you age, you need to watch this video until the end. These tips could completely change the way you approach personal care. Stick with us, because what you'll discover could transform your daily routine and your quality of life. If you are not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. 1. Daily showers may harm your skin. For so long, we've been ingrained with the idea that showering every day is the ultimate sign of cleanliness, the foundation of personal hygiene. It's what we were taught growing up, perhaps even preached at us, that you must wash away the day's sweat and grime. While this advice holds for younger, more resilient skin, for seniors, particularly those over the age of 70, this daily shower habit could do more harm than good. I can't help but feel concerned when I hear about elderly individuals still pushing their skin through daily showers, thinking they are doing their bodies a favor, when in fact, they are unknowingly causing damage to the delicate skin they have spent a lifetime nurturing. As we age, our skin undergoes profound changes. It's almost as though time takes away the very protective qualities we once took for granted. Aging skin becomes thinner, more fragile, and loses the moisture it once easily retained. The natural oils that kept it soft and supple start to diminish, leaving the skin increasingly vulnerable. Frequent bathing, especially with hot water and harsh soaps, compounds these natural changes. You see, the skin's oils are vital, not just for comfort, but for protection. They act as a barrier against harmful external factors and prevent moisture from escaping. But hot water in particular can wash these oils away, leaving the skin stripped of its defenses, leaving it exposed to the harsh world around us. And when combined with abrasive soaps or body washes, it's like putting your skin through a battle every day. Over time, this exposure can lead to more than just dryness. It can cause discomfort, itching, redness, flakiness, and even cracks that are painful and hard to heal. Worse still, those cracks, if not treated properly, can invite infections, further aggravating the situation and putting our well-being at risk. It deeply saddens me to think of how many people, especially older adults, continue to follow this outdated routine without realizing the toll it's taking on their skin. Our skin, our body's largest organ, is meant to protect us, but as we age, we must learn to treat it with more care and attention. If we want to preserve the strength and elasticity of our skin, we must adjust our habits accordingly. It's not about giving up personal hygiene altogether. No, of course not, but it's about being more mindful, more gentle with ourselves. It's about recognizing that daily showers are not a one-size-fits-all solution for everyone, particularly as we move into our later years. Instead of taking a hot, abrasive shower every day, perhaps we could opt for a more mindful approach. Bathing only a few times a week, using lukewarm water, and turning to soaps and body washes that are gentle and nourishing, rather than stripping the skin of its essential oils. I've seen firsthand how these small adjustments can dramatically improve the condition of one's skin. It's not a quick fix, but over time, it can make a world of difference. When we stop subjecting our skin to harsh treatments, we allow it the time it needs to heal, restore its natural balance, and retain the moisture it so desperately needs. And let's not forget the power of simple self-care routines like moisturizing after every shower, and using products designed to replenish rather than deplete. This isn't about being overly cautious, it's about embracing the reality that our skin's needs evolve, and so should our routines. We deserve to care for ourselves in a way that honors the changes we go through, without clinging to outdated practices that no longer serve us. Our skin, especially as we age, deserves more than just the mechanical act of daily scrubbing. It deserves the gentleness of our understanding and the compassion of thoughtful choices. When we listen to our bodies and adapt, we not only improve our physical health but also restore a sense of emotional and mental well-being. After all, aging isn't about losing our vitality. It's about learning how to preserve and cherish the wisdom of our years, inside and out. So let's show our skin the respect it deserves, not by over-scrubbing, but by gently nourishing it with the care that comes with age and experience. 2. Frequent bathing increases the risk of skin tears. Frequent bathing, especially daily showers, is something that many of us consider essential for good hygiene and self-care. It's easy to assume that scrubbing away the dirt and sweat is a necessary part of feeling fresh and clean. However, as we age, our skin undergoes significant changes that make it more vulnerable to damage. The truth is, for older adults, the simple act of frequent bathing, something that most people take for granted, can be a source of risk, especially when it comes to skin health. As we get older, our skin naturally becomes thinner, loses elasticity, and becomes drier due to a decrease in the natural oils that once kept it soft and supple. This makes the skin much more delicate, and unfortunately, more prone to injury. For seniors, daily showers or baths can strip away the remaining moisture in the skin, which is essential for maintaining its protective barrier. The process of scrubbing or washing with hot water further weakens this barrier, making the skin even more susceptible to tears and damage. Skin tears, those painful, often deep wounds that occur when the skin is scraped or torn, are a common issue for older adults, and they can be both distressing and dangerous. A skin tear isn't just a minor cut. It's a wound that often takes much longer to heal compared to younger skin, due to the slower regeneration process in older individuals. These tears can cause severe discomfort, and the risk of infection is significantly higher. If the skin tear becomes infected, it can lead to complications that are not only painful but also potentially life-threatening, especially for individuals with conditions like diabetes or weakened immune systems. The body's ability to fight off infections is reduced in these cases, and what might have started as a simple cut can quickly spiral into a much more serious issue. It's heartbreaking to think that something as seemingly innocent as frequent bathing can contribute to these kinds of health issues. In my personal opinion, it's a reminder that we need to approach our daily routines with more mindfulness, especially as we age. We often get caught up in the idea that more is better, whether it's washing more frequently or scrubbing the skin more vigorously. But in reality, this overzealous approach to hygiene can be doing us more harm than good. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. When we bathe too often, we may be inadvertently weakening the very thing that protects us, the skin. It's crucial to consider the long-term impact on our skin health. Instead of daily showers, perhaps we should shift our mindset and consider alternatives that are gentler and kinder to our skin. Instead of using harsh scrubs, we could switch to moisturizing soaps or shower gels that help maintain the skin's natural oils. When it comes to water temperature, lukewarm water is far gentler on the skin compared to hot water, which can dry it out even more. I firmly believe that taking care of our bodies as we age means making informed, thoughtful decisions about our daily routines. This extends beyond just washing our skin. It's about taking a holistic approach to self-care. Caring for our skin should be about preserving its health and strength, not just cleaning it. For me, this means embracing a more balanced approach, where we take the time to nourish and protect our skin, just as much as we do our hearts, minds, and souls. It's not about abandoning hygiene, but about adapting to the unique needs of our aging bodies, ensuring we live healthier, more comfortable lives as we grow older. In conclusion, while it's easy to assume that more frequent bathing is always beneficial, the reality is that for older adults, less frequent showers, combined with gentler bathing practices, may help preserve skin integrity and prevent painful, long-lasting complications. Our skin is our body's first line of defense. Let's treat it with the care and respect it deserves. 3. Hot showers accelerate skin damage. Hot showers, something that many of us look forward to at the end of a long day, may be doing more harm than good, especially when it comes to our aging skin. As I've gotten older, I've become more aware of the little things that affect my skin, and one of the most surprising revelations was how hot water can accelerate the damage we experience as we age. We often think of hot showers as a comforting ritual, but the reality is that hot water can be incredibly harsh on our skin, particularly for seniors. The skin's barrier, which is already much thinner and more fragile with age, becomes increasingly vulnerable when exposed to hot water. When we take a hot shower, the intense heat begins to dissolve the lipids, the natural oils, that our skin produces to form a protective barrier. This barrier is our skin's first line of defense against the outside world, keeping harmful elements like pollutants, bacteria, fungi, and even harsh weather from getting in. But when hot water dissolves this barrier, our skin is left exposed, almost defenseless. I think about how much our skin has been through over the years, basking in the sun, enduring the cold, fighting off infections, and healing from all sorts of challenges. And now, something as simple as a hot shower can break down the very defenses that protect us. It feels like the very thing that was meant to be soothing is now causing damage, and that's hard to accept. I've learned that this isn't just about surface-level discomfort. It goes deeper than that. With the skin's protective barrier compromised, it becomes increasingly fragile, which makes it more susceptible to environmental stressors. Bacteria, fungi, and even allergens in the air can take advantage of this weakened state, causing irritation, infections, and other unwanted skin conditions. As we age, our skin is naturally less resilient and takes longer to heal. This means that once it's damaged, it doesn't bounce back as quickly, leaving us stuck with the aftermath longer than we'd like. What's even more concerning is that hot showers don't just strip away the oils in our skin. They also disrupt the skin's natural pH balance, which is another layer of protection that our body works tirelessly to maintain. When we overdo it with hot water, this delicate balance can be thrown off, and our skin becomes a breeding ground for harmful microorganisms. This is when things like dryness, irritation, and even more serious conditions like eczema or dermatitis can flare up. It's a scary thought to consider that something as simple as an overly hot shower could lead to these issues, but the more I read and reflect on it, the clearer it becomes. Our skin, already thinning with age and losing its natural oils, doesn't need more stress. I've come to realize that the real tragedy is how easy it is to overlook these daily habits. Hot showers are just part of our routine, and most of us don't even think twice about the temperature. But the truth is, our aging skin requires so much more care and gentleness than we often give it. Instead of allowing hot water to strip away what little protection we have left, we should be cherishing and nourishing our skin with cooler showers. I started making the switch to cooler water, and though it was an adjustment at first, I've found that it feels far more refreshing and soothing in the long run. It's not just about avoiding skin damage, but about embracing the fact that our skin, our bodies, and ourselves deserve the utmost care and respect. I wish I had known this sooner, but I'm grateful to have made this change now. 4. Overbathing can lead to infections. Overbathing is something that many people, especially seniors, might not realize can lead to serious health problems. Yet it's a reality that should be acknowledged and understood. As we age, our skin becomes more vulnerable, and what used to be a simple and necessary part of daily hygiene can now be a double-edged sword. Frequent bathing, particularly with harsh soaps and hot water, strips away the skin's natural oils and disrupts its delicate balance. These oils are our skin's first line of defense, acting as a barrier against harmful pathogens, irritants, and bacteria. Without them, the skin becomes not only dry and cracked but also far more susceptible to infections. For seniors, whose immune systems may already be weakened or not functioning as efficiently, this vulnerability is even more concerning. Their skin, already thinner and less resilient, is more likely to experience microtears that may go unnoticed. These small cracks in the skin become entry points for harmful bacteria. It's devastating to consider how something so simple as a bath could open the door for infections like cellulitis, a painful and potentially dangerous bacterial skin infection that can spread quickly. If left untreated, it can escalate to sepsis, a severe and life-threatening condition that can overwhelm the body and lead to organ failure. The thought of someone going through this simply because of excessive washing is heart-wrenching, especially when so much of the discomfort and danger could be prevented. What many fail to understand is that our skin is far more complex than just a surface layer. It's a protective shield that serves as our body's first line of defense. When we disregard the need to care for it appropriately, we're setting ourselves up for unnecessary health risks. I believe that as we get older, it's crucial to be mindful of how we treat our bodies, especially the skin, which tends to lose its natural resilience with age. The frequency with which we bathe needs to be adjusted, not just for hygiene but for the overall health of our skin and well-being. Instead of thinking of baths as a daily necessity, perhaps we should consider reducing their frequency and focus more on gentle methods of hygiene that nourish and protect the skin. This can include using lukewarm water instead of hot, applying moisturizing soaps that are gentle on the skin, and making sure to moisturize thoroughly afterward. In doing so, we help maintain the skin's integrity, keeping it strong and less susceptible to infection. This is not just about physical health. It's also about the peace of mind that comes from knowing that we are treating our bodies with the care they deserve. The importance of these small but profound changes cannot be overstated, as they could be the difference between living comfortably and suffering from preventable complications. By taking these measures, we are actively protecting our loved ones and allowing them to age with dignity and better health. 5. Bathing less frequently can improve skin health. Bathing less frequently can be one of the most impactful, yet often overlooked, ways to maintain healthy skin as we age. As we get older, our skin undergoes numerous changes. It becomes thinner, more delicate, and less capable of repairing itself. The natural oils and moisture that once kept it plump, smooth, and resilient start to decrease. It's easy to fall into the habit of showering or bathing every day, believing that it's essential for maintaining cleanliness and freshness. However, research has shown that for older adults, bathing too frequently may do more harm than good. When we wash our skin too often, especially with hot water and harsh soaps, we strip away the skin's natural oils, which act as a barrier to protect us from harmful bacteria, environmental pollutants, and even the very dehydration that can lead to discomfort. These oils are not just a luxury, they are a necessity. They lock in moisture and create a protective shield, preventing the skin from becoming too dry or prone to irritation. For seniors, preserving these oils is especially important because as the skin ages, it becomes less efficient at producing them. Cutting back on the frequency of baths, whether it's opting for every other day or even just 2 to 3 times a week, gives the skin a much-needed opportunity to restore its natural moisture levels. It allows the skin to repair itself and prevents the excessive drying out that happens when we constantly expose it to soap and water. I believe this approach is a gentle yet highly effective way of caring for the skin. Too often, we've been conditioned to think that frequent washing is essential for hygiene, but this mindset can lead to unnecessary harm. When we bathe less frequently, we allow the skin's natural protective barrier to thrive. For older adults, this is even more critical. As we age, our skin becomes more susceptible to things like rashes, eczema, and fungal infections. By bathing less often and opting for gentler, moisturizing products, we can drastically reduce the chances of these issues. It's also important to note that the water temperature we use during our baths matters just as much. Hot water, though comforting, can be particularly damaging, as it strips away moisture even faster than lukewarm water. So, if you do choose to bathe, Keeping the water temperature on the cooler side and avoiding harsh soaps can go a long way in protecting your skin. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. In my opinion, this is one of those practices that doesn't just benefit your skin, but it's also an act of self-care. It's about being more mindful of how we treat our bodies and listening to the needs of our skin, which often tells us far more than we realize. Rather than rushing through a shower each day, I believe we should embrace this slower, more thoughtful approach to personal hygiene. One that nurtures our skin, respects its natural processes, and leaves us feeling refreshed, not stripped bare. After all, skin health is so much more than cleanliness. It's about sustaining its vitality and resilience in the long run. And as we age, this becomes even more precious. 6. Reducing bath frequency can improve energy levels. Bathing, something we all typically do as part of our daily routine, can be an unexpectedly taxing experience, especially for older adults. For seniors, particularly those over the age of 70, the simple act of showering can become a significant physical challenge. This is especially true for those dealing with mobility issues, arthritis, or other age-related conditions that affect flexibility and strength. The process of stepping in and out of a bathtub or standing in a shower for an extended period can become exhausting. It's not just the task of bathing itself, but the physical exertion and the toll it takes on the body afterward that becomes overwhelming. For many seniors, what was once a simple, almost unconscious daily ritual can start to feel like a marathon. For me, the more I've reflected on aging and personal well-being, the more I've come to understand that there's so much value in slowing down and listening to our bodies. It's easy to get caught up in the idea that certain daily habits, like showering, must be maintained without question. But what if we permitted ourselves to shift our approach to self-care? It's not about giving up on hygiene or cleanliness. It's about finding a balance that preserves our energy, reduces fatigue, and allows us to be more intentional in how we spend our time and efforts. Reducing the frequency of showers is a simple yet profound change that can have a transformative impact on overall well-being. The physical act of showering can take a lot of energy out of a senior's day. From the effort of getting in and out of the shower to standing for the duration to managing the coordination needed to stay safe and steady, every movement can take its toll. It's not just the body that feels drained afterward, but the emotional energy too. I believe that in many cases, older adults are so used to pushing through that they forget that slowing down and listening to the body's needs can enhance their quality of life. It's not a sign of weakness to reduce bath frequency. Rather, it's an acknowledgement of the body's wisdom, a way of saying, I'm taking care of myself in the best way possible. And I have to be honest, I feel like too often, there's this pressure on older adults to maintain an overly demanding routine when they deserve to enjoy more ease and comfort in their daily lives. When seniors reduce the frequency of their showers, they conserve energy that would otherwise be spent on a routine task that no longer provides the same benefits as it once did. Instead of feeling exhausted and worn out after each shower, this energy can be redirected toward activities that truly nourish the soul, such as spending time with family, pursuing hobbies, or simply resting. And this isn't just about saving energy physically. It's about protecting emotional well-being too. How many seniors are caught in the cycle of pushing themselves to maintain the same level of activity and routine they had when they were younger? The mental and emotional toll of trying to keep up with those expectations can be overwhelming. By allowing themselves to shower less frequently, seniors can free up mental space to focus on the things that matter to them, things that might bring greater happiness, satisfaction, and peace. But I also understand that for many people, the idea of cutting back on showering can seem strange or even unsettling. We live in a society where cleanliness and hygiene are often seen as directly tied to self-worth. However, reducing the frequency of showers doesn't equate to neglecting personal hygiene. Instead, it's about making intentional decisions to optimize one's well-being. If seniors can find ways to preserve their energy, even in small ways, then they're giving themselves more space to enjoy life. It's about finding a new rhythm that reflects the unique needs of the body as it ages. I believe that this shift towards slowing down can have ripple effects in many aspects of life. When we allow ourselves to reduce the frequency of activities that drain us unnecessarily, we're creating space for more meaningful interactions, more restful moments, and more emotional clarity. It's not about sacrificing one thing for another, but about redistributing energy in a way that supports overall wellness. What I found to be true in my own life is that less can often be more. When you step back from pushing yourself to maintain a grueling routine, you open up a world of possibilities. More time with loved ones, more opportunities for joy, and more moments to reconnect with yourself and your passions. By letting go of this societal pressure to maintain a rigid daily schedule, especially one that can leave us feeling worn out, we create room for what truly brings us peace and fulfillment. Seniors deserve the freedom to embrace a lifestyle that nourishes not just the body but also the heart and soul. There is beauty in slowing down, in taking fewer showers, and in savoring the moments that make life rich. It's a subtle yet powerful way to prioritize well-being, embrace ease, and create space for a life that is less about checking boxes and more about living with intention, joy, and peace. The freedom to reduce bath frequency isn't just a minor change. It's a symbolic gesture that says, I choose myself. I choose my health and my happiness. This is not an act of laziness, but one of self-compassion and respect. It's about making space for the things that matter most and truly living in the present. And when that happens, the energy you conserve can be used to fuel your soul, deepen connections, and make each day feel more vibrant and fulfilling. In a world that often demands more, this is a gentle reminder that sometimes doing less can be the key to feeling more alive. 7. Fall risks increase with daily showers. The bathroom, an everyday space in our homes, is often overlooked when it comes to potential dangers. Yet, for seniors, it can be one of the most hazardous areas. While most of us think of the bathroom as a necessity for personal care, it's easy to forget how many hidden risks it holds, especially when it comes to something as simple as taking a shower. We don't realize how vulnerable we become in such an environment until a fall occurs, and that fall could have lasting consequences. The combination of wet, slippery floors, foggy steam that impairs visibility, and the physical effort required to navigate in and out of the shower can turn a daily routine into a dangerous ordeal. The hard, smooth surfaces of most bathrooms, whether they are tiled, marble, or other non-slip materials, become dangerously slick when wet. When you add in the humidity and steam from a hot shower, the floor can become even more treacherous. Even more concerning, older adults are more prone to balance issues, reduced flexibility, and weaker muscles, which means that every step in such a setting requires more effort and coordination. For seniors, simply stepping over the edge of a bathtub or maneuvering into a shower stall can be a struggle, and even small missteps can lead to life-altering falls. Seniors who live independently may be particularly vulnerable to these risks. In the past, we didn't have to think twice about something as simple as taking a shower. It was just part of our daily routine. But as we age, the reality is that our physical abilities change, often without us even realizing how much until it's too late. The simple act of lifting one leg to step into a shower can cause strain on the joints and muscles. And if balance is compromised, even for a moment, that's when the unthinkable can happen. A fall in the bathroom is often a far more serious matter than we realize. It can lead to sprains, broken bones, or, in the worst case, a devastating hip fracture, which could ultimately reduce mobility and independence. The consequences of a fall can be particularly distressing for those already living with underlying health conditions, such as osteoporosis, which makes bones more fragile and prone to fractures. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. In light of these facts, the idea of showering every single day may need to be reconsidered. It might sound surprising to some, but the reality is that by reducing the frequency of showers, seniors can dramatically reduce the risk of slips and falls. While it may be customary for many people to shower daily, for older adults, it may be healthier and safer to limit this routine. Instead of feeling the need to shower every day, seniors might consider spacing out their showers to every other day or even every third day, depending on their comfort level and lifestyle. This simple change could greatly reduce their exposure to the bathroom and all the hazards it holds. But it's not just about showering less, it's about adapting our living spaces to make them safer. For seniors who are concerned about their hygiene, there are alternative solutions. A quick bath might be easier and safer for some, as it can reduce the need to step in and out of a slippery shower. Others may opt for a chair or a shower bench, which provides extra stability, or a handheld shower head to reduce the strain of trying to stand for extended periods. Adding non-slip mats or rugs to the bathroom floor and installing grab bars near the toilet, shower, and bathtub can go a long way in improving safety. These changes can significantly lower the risk of falls without sacrificing cleanliness or personal care. It's about finding a balance between safety and hygiene, one that allows seniors to maintain their dignity and independence while also protecting them from harm. In my opinion, reducing shower frequency isn't simply a matter of convenience. It's a matter of health, well-being, and peace of mind. Seniors shouldn't have to live in fear of something as basic as taking a shower. It's essential to acknowledge the reality that as we age, our bodies need more support, and even the most basic tasks can require adjustments. This shift in mindset is incredibly important. We need to rethink what we once thought of as normal, and be open to the idea that a slightly less frequent shower schedule can be a simple but effective way to protect our loved ones from dangerous falls. By making these small changes, we're not just helping to prevent accidents. We are empowering seniors to maintain their independence and live their lives more safely. This might seem like a small change in daily habits, but it can have a significant impact on the overall quality of life. For older adults, every day counts, and by making adjustments that prioritize safety over routine, we create an environment where they can continue to thrive. It's a reminder that our health should always come first, even when it means re-evaluating long-held habits. By embracing these adjustments, we're choosing not just to protect our seniors from physical harm but also to give them the gift of peace of mind, knowing that they are not living in constant danger and that they can enjoy their daily routines with more confidence and comfort. As we wrap up today's video, I hope this information has opened your eyes to the potential dangers in everyday routines, like showering, and how simple changes can make a huge difference in ensuring safety and well-being as we age. It's not just about preventing accidents. It's about adapting our daily habits to better protect ourselves and our loved ones and to live with more confidence and independence. So, what have you learned today? What's one thing you'll take away from this video and start practicing in your own life? Please share it with us in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you like this video, don't forget to leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more valuable content like this. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Stay safe, and take care of yourselves.